When hey everyone, Coffee Moose here with my FarCry Primal review. A game that has done something a little bit different this time. 12,000 years different, to be more precise. Yes, the game is actually taking place in the Stone Age area this time, and well, I must say, it's quite a bold move from Ubisoft, considering that when every shooter keeps pushing further and further into the future with the latest technology, Primal went just back in time for us to explore the life of our early ancestors. The game takes place in Central Europe, in the ancient land of Oros. And if you haven't heard of this land before, then don't feel bad, it's actually made up. Like Oreos, I mean, seriously, you couldn't have come up with a better name that wouldn't get mixed up with a fucking cookie, huh? No? Alright. Sorry. Got a little bit sidetracked here. What was I? Oh yeah, like Oros, most of the things in these games, even the language, are all fiction. Now, regarding the language, Ubisoft has gone above and beyond in their ambitious work to research and create their own language, which sounds really genuine for the time period. Then I really don't know, because there's no record of any language from this time period, so they can easily have just used any kind of Native American language for as far as I know. But all in all, the language do give the game a unique, nice feeling. So the main plot of FarCry Primal is basically go out and find your own people, the Venja, who has been scattered throughout Oros. Now, you're not the only tribe there, of course. There's another tribe, or actually there's two tribes. You have the Udam, who is a brutal and cannibalistic tribe. And you have the Iza, which I will not give away so much about, because it's a nice plot. This is where the game really started losing some points, because this is a typical Far Cry formula where it's just 10% main story driven missions, 40% conquering other camps, around with escorting missions or protecting your tribes member who are just running around hunting creatures way powerful than themselves, or they are just being attacked by the Udam. Either my tribe members are just really unlucky, or they're just bad at sneaking, but there's moments in the game when I'm starting to think I'm on the wrong side of the evolution. Another aspect of the faffing around is that you need to keep gathering resources for your village to improve it, to further progress in the game. You also need to gather material for your upkeep of your weapons, like clubs, arrows and spears, because you can throw your club and the spear, and yeah, obviously you shoot arrows, so you need to keep up building new ones. Now, to help you along this journey, you have an arsenal of prehistoric beasts by your side, which you first need to tame, obviously. You can tame most of the animals in the game, and my personal favorite is the saber-tooth tiger. Why? Because it's a fucking saber-tooth tiger. What else? These beasts have all unique abilities. The leopard can auto-target other animals, for example. This comes handy when you're out hunting. And of course you can ride some of them, which makes it even more awesome. To ride into a camp on a brown bear, putting everything on fire, and then leave like a man. Another animal that you have at your disposal is an owl, which will act like a prehistoric drone. And I'm not joking. I use this most of the times to scout out enemy camps, so I can tag the enemies in the camps before I attack it, so I know where everyone is. And after a few upgrades, you can even use the owl to take out enemies or drop bee bombs on them. Now, when I say upgrades, of course I'm not talking that you upgrading your owls. I'm talking about skills. This is in fact a Far Cry game, and you will level up and get skill points, which you can spend on what I will say making the game more convenient for you. I mean, most of the skills don't tip the game in your favor, it's just making certain things easier to do. like taming more and more animals or see all the resources on the map. So yeah, making stuff more convenient to do. Another thing that this Far Cry game has in common with the previous game is that it's also tapping into the whole supernatural voodoo shite, which I didn't like in the previous game, but here, well, it actually works. It feels natural for some reason. I don't know why. Now, the world of Oros is quite fun to explore. It feels really alive. Sometimes a little bit too alive. I mean, you can't go 10 feet without stumble upon something like animals, hostiles, or even your own tribe members just faffing around. And it seems surprisingly populated for a prehistoric time period, but what the hell do I know? I wasn't there. Now I'm saying it's fun to explore. I mean, looks really nice. It's fun to go around, but it's also very dangerous. Most of the things in Oros will try to kill you, especially at night. And that's where the flaming weapons comes in handy, trust me. Another thing that shines in this game is the mocap, especially during the cutscenes. These cutscenes can be anything from you getting a quest from your tribe's members or pushing the main story forward. All in all, they are all amazing. And speaking of the tribe members, well, the quest given once, the secondary cast, so to speak. Ubisoft have really gone far in giving them a unique body language and personality. Well, some of them more gruesome than the others, and trust me, some of them are fucking insane. And some of them are fairly disgusting too. Wait until you meet the one-armed guy. That is not pleasant. The graphic looks really good, and the same thing can be said about the sound. I mean, I don't know how many times I cringed every time during a really old-fashioned club fight. I mean, the sound is so gruesome. And when the graphics most of the times is good, it's also really inconsistent. A lot of details have been, as I said, put on the secondary cast. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said of the rest of the village. You can go from an amazing cutscene with Tenzin, the shaman, and then you go out and you see something like this. I mean, what the hell is this? Don't get me wrong, Ubisoft have done a great job of creating a village full of life. And it's always fun to walk around the village seeing tribe members trying their latest beat, even though they have no rhythm at all. Then again, they don't have anything to reference to, so this guy can be the Elvis of this time for all I know. And most of your tribe members are... Yeah, what the hell is that noise? What did she do? What? Oh my god! Really? Shit, Ubisoft. Seriously? Sure, I'm all for immersions and stuff like that, but really? What? That's a little bit too far, right? Okay. Now I really need to wrap up this review and try to get that image out of my head. The game does shine in some aspect, though the main story is not much to go on. The game's meat is just hunting, conquering camps, and collecting resources. The game do a good job of creating a wonderful prehistoric world with a surprise emphasis on details. Still having that image in my head. From the sound to the high quality of secondary cast, it's really good. It's a shame that the game is brought down due to the bland main character and the weak main story and the repetitive gameplay. But if you like the previous games in the series, then this is mostly the same, but with some new, unique, good feature and some new, really nice setting. But other than that, it doesn't bring much to the table. Well, in this case, I guess it's the campfire. So, would I recommend this game? Well, yeah, I would. But not for the current price. It's a unique setting, as I said. It's a game you should play if you want to live out your prehistoric Stone Age dreams, if you have any, I like what Ubisoft have done here. Though I think they should have spent a little bit more time in it, and then instead of releasing it so close to Far Cry 4. But then again, that's just my opinion. That concludes this video, and if you like what I do, please feel free to subscribe, give me a like, or just leave a comment. And until next time, good luck and take care.